Dude, I haven't reacted in a minute. Just kidding, guys and gals. Now, I am going to post something in a minute or a little bit more. It's a post that is going to help me actually get a better schedule, especially for you guys and gals, because I don't know if y'all seeing my gaming videos, if y'all seeing more of the reaction videos, but either way, I hope this post that I'm going to make soon will help out. And I really do like interacting with you guys and gals. Honestly, I like it because I'm getting to talk with the audience that be watching me. Creepy, but I like it, and I'm just trying to make it a better experience for you guys and gals, honestly. Because the more you guys watch, the more you guys enjoy, the more we can, you know, build off each other. And I can do stuff to make this experience better for you, honestly. And, you know, yeah, make more profit. I hate that I just said profit, but it be like that. It be like that. Now, anyway, guys and gals, I'm about to dive deep and I'm about to dive into this reaction. Hey, guys and gals, Gaming Tier, and tonight, once again, we're back to another reaction video, and I've already taken up a minute of your time. Yes, you came to reaction. Now, anyway, guys and gals, let's just get this in. Original video in the description down below. Check it out for yourself, and let's get it in.
Well, before we get started, I have to let you know I'm a terrible host. I'm really mean. I've been known to bite. I got in trouble for that too. Nathan and Bryson aren't talking.
We're a little
to me.
freaky.
Yeah. You're cool with that, right?
Yeah. I think I get.
All right.
I got health insurance.
Thank you for joining me here, Andy. Today we're going to be talking about injuries. If I'm not wrong, you've been hurt before.
That is correct.
Bruh.
I have felt pain in my
In my life.
Medical marvel. I get injured a lot out of just ignorance.
Yeah.
I was going camping with my brother and my dad. We brought our rescue dog with us, Maple, and like she's like a huge muscular dog. We just want to tire her out. So we put her on like a giant 100-foot rope and just threw a frisbee for her. I didn't realize, but I threw the frisbee, looked down, and the rope is wrapped around my foot. And then right as I like let go of the frisbee,
Take your foot out.
I should move my foot, but it was just too late. Like she took off so fast, it tightened around my foot instantly, and then it shredded all of the skin in a circle around my ankle.
Oh no.
My dad was one of those dads where he just kind of lets things go.
Bruh.
He's like, we'll put some athletic wrap on that, and then I just
Put some
slept
water
in the
on it.
wilderness with my shredded foot.
That H2O.
For 4 years, I just had like a ring around my ankle.
Oh, so that was like that is deep. That was
yeah,
a deep.
it took everything with it, dude.
Like way back in high school, I was just biking around with a buddy. We got up to this top of the hill, and at the bottom there's like a little construction going on. There's like piles of dirt. He like goes down the hill, hits a pile of dirt, ramps up in the air, and he's like, "Come on, Andy, you do it." And I'm like, "No, I don't want to do it."
Damn, no
He's
air?
Like, he's like, "Come on, it'll be fun." And I'm like, "Fine, I'll do it." I don't know why, but I started to really like lean into going down the hill, like I was pedaling.
Yeah, get
with
that
the
shit,
ground.
get that momentum.
At the last second, he's like, slow down, and I'm like, what? And then I hit the pile of dirt, but it was a different parallel pile of dirt.
He
that
got
was
air?
one larger,
Or he just
two
crashed in?
way softer packed. So my bike just sinks into it while I'm going like
my God.
30 miles an hour. I fly like 20 feet, like everything's in slow motion. I'm like, what? Oh no, I should have done it. And then I hit the ground and like slide another 5 feet on my face. And then
5
the friction
feet
slows me down.
of
It was
dirt.
like the worst injury because you could see it all over my face. Like I looked like Two-Face. I would like it's like all like, but it didn't hurt. Comes over to me. He's like, "You okay?" And I'm like,
That's
"Yeah,
good.
actually." I'm fine." And then
Dirt
I went to
cushioned it.
school the next couple days, and people were like, "What happened?"
You should see the other guy. Just
Yeah.
pile of dirt.
He's fine.
I mean, I'm injury prone, but my brother's got a couple less brain cells than I do. I love him, but he just thinks a whole lot less. I was sitting in class, must have been like 4th or 5th grade. The teacher tells me like, "Brody, you got to go in that hallway. Your brother's asking for it." And I was like, "Oh my God, like what's happening?" So I step out in the hallway, and Brock's holding a tissue over his finger, and he's like, "I have to go home." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "I have to go home. I don't know what to do." And I'm like, What?
Did he cut
This
it?
genius had been holding a pair of kitty scissors made to be safe, but they didn't make him rock-proof, apparently. He's so bored in class, he's gonna saw a pencil in half, lengthwise, holding it in his hand.
Wow.
The scissor slipped and just went like half an inch into his thumb. He had to get 6 stitches.
1, never let him inside
Wow.
of a wood workshop. 2,
Wow.
get this man into an arm wrestling competition. Ta-da.
Because that motherfucker
That's
put
incredible
pressure
strength.
on that.
That's crazy. I've had
'Cause
a
that actually
similar
takes
hand
skill.
injury when I was in elementary school.
Not
I don't know
really
what I was
skill.
doing, but for some reason, I like stabbed a pencil into my hand. But I went to the nurse's office and they're like, "What happened?" And it's like this pencil-shaped hole. And I'm like, "Ah, paper cut." Like I was very ashamed. I'm like, I don't know.
It's like a hole.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's like paper can't do that.
Yo.
Not that I got hurt with this one, but it was like another time in elementary school. I peed my pants. It wasn't great. Not proud of that. And then like the teacher's like, oh, okay, go to the nurse's office. The nurse calls my dad. My dad brings.
Now, guys, I don't mean to brag, but when I was in I think it was elementary, or elementary or preschool, one of the two, before I even got to first grade. Look, I'm not here to brag or anything, but I peed my pants in the bathroom. The bathroom was in class. Like, okay, let's say you're in this class, right? You know how class would have like a closet door or something like that? Let's say that closet door was it had a decently sized bathroom behind it. Perfect. Went in there. I had a belt buckle, and you know, I'm just trying to take the belt off because I'm having a little difficulties. I'm pretty sure I wore belts pretty often, but taking it off and the amount of time I was holding in my bladder, by the time I did get the belt buckle, it was practically over. So you know what I did? I just zip, belt buckle, walked out the door. I ain't say a lick. I ain't say a word. I don't even think I flushed the toilet because I didn't even use the toilet. And then I think I just walked out. I either walked out or I tried to clean it up. But either way, I walked out. Ain't no one noticed. I thought it'd probably have a smell too. But shit, I must have been drinking some water because no one noticed. Bro, ain't no one noticed.
Over some new pants. He's like trying to be thoughtful. Like, Andy, do you want to go home for the day? And I'm like, yeah. Oh, yeah, I do. So I go home and I'm like, watch cartoons for the rest of the day. And my 1.5 brain cells conjures an idea. If I pee my pants more,
Oh my God,
I
dude.
can go home whenever I want. I found the loophole. So the
Bruh.
next day, I deliberately just pee my pants. Like story time happens. I'm like, I've been holding
Oh
it
my
in.
God.
I'm gonna do it. And then I go to the nurse's office again. My dad brings another pair of pants, and I'm like, "We're going home." He's like, "No, you go back to class." So I learned, and thank God,
Who knows how many more incidents.
The glitch
It was
got
gym class,
passed.
right? And they're doing that testing that they do, the provincial or state requirements, right? Me and one of my buddies, he runs around the football field. He gets a really good time. He passes the test. For some reason,
A-train.
even though I am like the
A-train.
worst runner in the world, I was like, I'm gonna beat him. I run harder and faster than I ever have in my whole life, and I beat him by like 3 seconds. So I look at him, and then I just throw up everywhere.
I knew he was gonna do it. I
just
it.
look at him and I go,
comedically timed throw up, while disgusting, is hilarious. That is very funny.
In Albion, no matter where you go or what you do, your mount will accompany you on your journey. Perhaps.
Yeah, I did.
like I just look at him and I go.
I mean, at least he won though. At least he won.
While disgusting.
At least he
is
won, though.
hilarious. That is very funny. Yeah, I didn't have a lot of physical altercations when I was a kid. 2 sisters. We just kind of were passive aggressive.
Which childhood would you rather have?
Ah, that's a great question.
Do you want emotional or physical damage?
I preferred 0 damage, but I guess that's not an option.
When you're a kid, you have like a rivalry, right? But then as you get older, you're like, okay, actually, I can be friends with this
Yeah,
person
they're
because
chill.
they're literally me.
That's where my sisters and I are now.
They're still like trapping you in a box.
That was a long time ago. I can't remember how old I was.
The locking doors.
That was
Keeping him in closets.
that was an hour ago.
I'm in the box filming right now.
Please help me. This one was like when I was a kid, but we went to Mall of America, and there was like some roller coaster in Mall of America. I can't remember which one it was, but like I was really pushing the line when it comes to how tall you're allowed to be. They let us on, and I'm like, well, this is crazy. Like, this is going way too fast to be safe at all. I'm not having a good time. It takes this like pinpoint turn, and I smack my head on the side of the cart, and then as it's like turning the corner, they have those like the camera things that show like, take a picture of you.
Oh my god!
And so it's like,
no
bam, and like, and I'm so upset at this point. And my dad's like, "Isn't that funny? Like, how comedic?" And I'm seething. I'm like, Father, how could you like abandon me in my time of need? Which now looking back, it is hilarious. And he was totally, I quickly told this story in like a video once, but I don't even remember what video. I've never seen my videos. I have no idea which one. It was at one of those like quick setup carnivals, and like I've learned to never go on those rides ever.
Because they just plopped them off the truck and they're like rattly and loose.
Yeah, and you have like questionable like employees as well. And my sister and my cousin went on one. It was just like a ring. You get in, you're locked in, and then it just goes and it goes in circles. And it went for like 10 minutes. Oh my the guy was just like laughing and like he wouldn't stop the ride. And
oh my god. We were like out of town for like a hockey tournament or something, and we were staying in this hotel. We were hanging out in the pool. My sister's like, "You just want to like race to the end there?" My competitive nature that I had in the football field came back to me, and I was like, for absolutely no reason at all, I have to try my absolute hardest to win. Halfway through the race, like I'm booking it, but my sister's older than me. I was like, well, how do I like slow her down? So I start like pushing her under the water, and I was like on her back. And
I mean,
she
you
was,
winning.
Like, gasping for air. She was like, blah, blah, and I was like, wow, I'm winning. And then like I get to the end, she's completely out of breath, and she's like, why did you do that? And I was like, I won.
My house was under construction, and a friend was over for a sleepover. We were hanging out. There was like this half wall next to the staircase.
Is he
and
just
there's,
short,
like, this
or
shard of metal? I don't know why. There's a shard of metal in this wall. It should only be nails. He drags his arm across his forearm, and it gashes him like about an inch. And it's totally open. Missed all veins, so he's not bleeding, but you could like see down.
Oh my god.
This is gross. A little content warning. You could like look in and see the fat
not
cells
making
of,
someone
like,
animate
his
this?
body.
Oh god, I hate that.
I'm freaking out. I'm like,
oh my god,
because I've never seen gore in such like raw detail. I'm screaming. I'm like, oh, Dad, we gotta go to the hospital. He's gonna die. And then he's fine. He's like, oh, yeah, it stings, but I'm okay. And then like, no, we do go to the hospital. He gets stitched up. It's totally fine.
Thank you so much for joining me. This has been a blast. You're quite a swell guy, and I'm very excited for the next time you get severely injured, so we can make another video about it.
Yeah, I'll be sure to hit you up.
Yeah. Keep me updated. Keep me in the loop. Build that character a little bit.
Those some nice stories, not gonna lie.
Let me know.
Shoot, let me tell y'all a couple of my stories. Okay, so since we're already here talking about injuries, I might as well say, just to make this not too long and not to do anything crazy, we're gonna talk about two stories of mine. One, I was hanging with my friends. So it was a bright sunny day, you know how it be. It's kind of similar to what he was saying about, driving his bike and going on a ramp. Except I had no ramp. I was just trying to see how fast I could go with, I think it was my friend's bike. Yeah, it was my friend's bike, and he was driving it earlier, but I wanted to see how fast I could go with it. And me not having had used the bike in quite some time, and well, let's say I might have taken it a little too far and really pedaled to the metal, and ended up kind of falling off the bike and scraping my left leg. Like, no, not left leg. I think it might have been left knee. Was it knee? It was knee or leg. Either way, it had like a gash practically on it. Multiple holes or multiple cuts and everything. And at the time, it was just me and my friends. So me and my friends are like, we're talking about how they could help me and stuff like that. Cause right now I'm kind of hurt. So, most of the time, I knew I had to clean the wound first. So someone grabbed a new pair of water or something from their house and basically poured some water on it, healing me to some degree. Me personally, I didn't really, it hurt, but it didn't hurt like that to the point where, I'd cry or anything, but it definitely did sting. And do mine, at the time, I was at my friend Jaden's house, and Jaden and I, we basically were Pokemon buddies. And sometimes when I had since I bought both copies of Pokemon, I basically bring one copy over to him so he could play, or he could do his own thing with it, then meet back up with me so we could battle each other in Pokemon. I think this was around Pokemon X and Y and Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby. I think that was that. And by Omega Ruby, I mean maybe the beginning. No. Yeah, maybe the beginning of Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby. But if you want to be more accurate, Pokemon Black and White to Pokemon to X and Y possibly. And the second time, this is gonna be the last one, but let me just say I was kind of stupid. I'm not gonna lie, I can say I was kind of stupid, but I was also trying to just see. Okay, so basically my sister had a razor. You know where this is going. For her legs, yes, for her hairy eye legs. And so I'm thinking to myself, well, I'm pretty sure I know how to use it. I can use a razor, right? My legs starting to get a little hairy. And I think I was just getting hair on the legs. And I'm like, let me use this real quick. I don't know how, I see anime people do it, or people in cartoons maybe do it, or something. Honestly, I don't know what was going through my mind at the time, but I ended up trying it out, and I kind of, you know how let's say you were pulling a piece of paper off, right? You know that tear sound? Yeah, just imagine that while I'm pulling up my leg. I think the whole was, I just took all skin off of paper. And let's say it was this big. The gash was this big on my leg. No, not that big. Let's say that wide. It was that wide, and it maybe was this big. Let me get a more accurate angle for you guys. Maybe this big or so. So I ended up trying to do something a little sneaky, cause I didn't want my mom to really know that I really did some stupid shit. I'm not gonna lie. So I kind of went downstairs. I asked for a normal band-aid. She didn't know the gash was that big. So I'm asking for a band-aid, right? And I said, let me get a little bigger one, cause she's showing me all these different types of band-aids, cause we have a first aid kit. And so I'm really thinking to myself, ooh, come on, John. We got that. Ooh, nice Band-Aid. It's kind of big, kind of small. We gonna test it out. So I went upstairs, tested it out a little bit, and that shit ain't fit. Well, not entirely. Let's say it just covered about 20% of the gash, maybe a little less. So I went downstairs. As for another, I think I did this amount of 2 or 3 more times before I just say, yo, Mom, I just messed up my leg. Because the amount of Band-Aids I was getting wasn't covering it. Wasn't enough. So I just told her, and we kind of got it situated and everything. And I'd say, yeah, it went pretty well. Now, I do have some other hurt stories. But shoot, this not my injury story, or my injury arc, or video. But I can say, yeah, I don't know, guys and gals, tell me what you think of this video, of my situations I've been in, and tell me, do you think that was a good story? If you lasted this long, do you think that's a good story? But either way, guys and gals, besides all that, I hope y'all like, subscribe, and enjoy this one video. And if you did subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell right by subscribing to get my notifications for when I upload next. Now, anyway, I am Gaming T, aka GT, and I'll see you all later.